Fuck! Not too happy with that. I was walking in the opposite direction. Oh dear. Tonight I thought I'd come out down to the Albert dock with the Sigma 85mm f1.4. Come and do some night photography. Let's see what we can get. Let's hope we don't upset any. What I was looking for is see if I can get a shot through someone's wing mirrors. But then as we look at someone's wing mirrors, I don't know if that works. Does that work? I can get the reflection. If I can get the reflection easy in, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Do you know what? Even as it's blurry, I still kind of like that. So first thing, I was just looking for shots in someone's wing mirror. I've done a few of those in mopeds, motorbikes, that sort of thing. I did one in Berlin. Backdrop of it was, which is of the shot was the TV tower, but in the background a tram went by. So yellow background. I just love the shot. Really super simple. Let's see if we've got any wing mirrors here. It's just super simple, like bit of colour, shooting in completely the opposite direction to, wow, I'm from Q8. Nice. Shooting in completely the opposite direction to where I was looking. But I've got the TV tower in the background, so I kind of like the shot because it's not a view that you normally see, and it's just looking somewhere different. And that's what I like, getting different shots, looking at things differently. You know, typically photographers look for, you know, portraits or silhouettes. Well, I love silhouettes as well, but sometimes if you can just get the opportunity to just see something different, you know, it adds a bit more to the shot, adds a bit more curiosity. And I like it when even I look at some of my own photos and think, how did I get that? Or how was that shot obtained? We got one here. Hopefully he's not in his car. No, he's not. Is there anything in the mirror we got there? No. Just for those. What about in here? Maybe we should do an evening of reflections as we're down here. An evening of reflections. No. I mean, typically it would be easy just to shoot that building on a wide lens, but I mean, yeah, it'd be a good shot, but it's nothing new. I'm looking for different angles. Okay, maybe we do reflections tonight. We just do reflections. And whilst there's a load of reflections up there, nothing really sticks out. We can have a walk. Of course, they moved this from the Maritime Museum. So we've got reflection-wise down here, and the water's not still. Reflections. Yeah, some of my favourite shots have been just ones, yeah, the one in Berlin. Shots in rear view mirrors, they're just simple and they offer a different perspective and you can really catch someone's eye. I don't imagine there's going to be many scooters parked up tonight, but we can have a look anyway. Wing mirrors, that's another theme. Maybe that's another theme for another video. Try and do that. Oh, I've got plenty of windows here, all at different levels. I think I'm gonna also switch to single shot. I try and be more, well, I enjoy being deliberate with my shots anyway, but try not to take bursts of shots, because yes, while we've got the technology to do it, I just think that we rely too much on burst mode or on, I mean, yeah, obviously it fits for some situations, of course it does, you know, wildlife or sport, and absolutely don't mind that at all, but I think certain times. No, are we going for reflections, or how often do we see a boat out like that? It's not a reflection. I don't know, not sure if I'll put it in the video, but we'll see. Yeah, I just don't think we're deliberate enough. We rely too much on burst mode, and I think, yes, obviously, I mean, it's up down to the individual to do whatever they want, but I think really maybe we should do, or at least practice being a bit more deliberate, at least practice being a bit more purposeful with the shots that we take. I just think it makes just keeps us aware of what we're trying to create as photographers, rather than relying so heavily on the tech. I mean, God, we shoot 100 frames a second in what, Sony A1, A9, I think. And yeah, well, that's amazing, but I know it's down to the individual, of course, but I just think we rely on it. It's nice to actually take time, and I mean, even tonight, no one's out. It's fantastic. Oh, got a swan up here. I just think, oh, plus it saves on editing. That's the other thing. You lost, buddy? Oh, Canada goose. Is he going to be friendly? Oh, I don't think they are friendly when they do that, are they? Oh, I can get down too. Hey, buddy. I reckon you're lost. Maybe he is. I'm not too happy with that. So, not a reflection. Fuck! Not too happy with that. I was walking in the opposite direction. Oh dear. I don't think... Oh, I like the shot though. I don't think he's happy with me being down here. You can't have that hold up to yourself. Hey man. Oh, there's two more there. So where were we? Yeah, I just think be more deliberate, be more... Oh, am I going to get attacked again? Probably am. Just be more, take your time. Enjoy it. I think that's the main thing. Just enjoy everything and enjoy the walk, enjoy the night out. No one around, aside from getting attacked by geese. One goose. The goose isn't too friendly. You can go up there, but just sort of gave me a heart attack earlier. They turn around in the opposite direction. The seagulls are a bit more chilled. Ducks too, somewhere. We've got everything. reflections. See. So I've got to put it on. Just 2-second timer. And focus peaking helps. So we've got F5, 2 seconds, 2-second timer. Let's see what we get. Nice. And don't forget to switch it back to whichever shot mode shooting mode you're in. Last thing you want is to see a shot and then realise, then you just press the button and then you're on 2-second shutter. The amount of times I've done that. So was that a reflection? Yeah, that counts as a reflection. Tide's right out. I'm not a huge fan of the Lovelock situation. But each to their own. I just want to try not a reflection, just a lot of texture there. And I like that, you know there's light up there, but you don't know exactly what it's coming from. Nice. Also textures. One thing these Lovelocks are good for is textures. Let's see if we can get some nice bokeh balls. In the background. In fact, let's see which ones. No, I'll stick it f1.4. We'll see how that comes out in the crop. reflections. What can we get? I was hoping to get reflections of those lights in the back of that window, but it wasn't as good as I thought. So let's go for a similar shot that we had before. I think I had 2 seconds on the other long exposure. Let's go for 4 seconds. There's no one on the bridge. 2 second timer. Gonna have to put something. Where should we go? Let's go here. I need something. That's where I need my beanbag. What have we got? Tissue. Oh, I know. I can use my battery, spare battery. Too high. This is the spare GoPro battery. Okay, try that. That works. Let's see what 4 seconds gives us. Reflections. Let's go F9, 15 seconds. Let's just check our focus again. Just use focus peaking. Set up the custom button. I think I have it on custom 3. Just use focus peaking. Switch lens into manual mode. Switch focus peaking on. And Robert's your mother's brother. Let's see what we've got. Don't forget your battery. 15 seconds, 4 seconds. Not a lot of difference, but it does smooth out the water. I have to straighten that up. And don't forget to switch back to single shot. Yep.
They might change it.
Oh, nice. Let's see what we can get. And another thing is, see if you can get different angles. Always try and get different angles. And I think they're running away. At least it feels like it. Look for different angles. Like here's one. Let's see if we can wait for them to walk into the light before they go in the shadows. Try it again. Like I'm stalking them, but they're about to walk into some light. I think I got her jacket. Yes, got them both in. Good. I always try and get different. Oh, we've just walked past a load of. I was concentrating on them. A load of reflections. Especially windows at night. Night is absolutely your friend when it comes to windows. It just got so many opportunities to compose great shots. Now, I've never really been one for like splitting windows, but I get the technique. I like the technique. It does look very effective. I'm not going to get exactly the shot because I'm shooting on 85mm, but I really like that shot. Windows, reflections, definitely your friend at night. Use them. And line up the shot. You got people coming up here, wait for them to walk through the light, get the focus on where they're going to be, wait for them to walk into the light, illuminate the subject. I like that one too. Plenty of reflections, and of course these lights really help. I don't want to get too much of the same. I'm going to see some like the colours. Butterflies on the window. I don't think that's a song, is it? Butterflies on the window. And I hardly ever shoot. Oh, I like that. The butterflies are actually on the security, on the fire escape sign. I really like that. Yeah, I think I was saying before, look for different angles. Try and everyone takes, I've been guilty of it this evening, but everyone takes the same sort of standard shot, eye level, get low to the ground. One of my favourite angles is a worm's eye view, because no one ever looks from a worm's eye view, or shoot an event purely imagine you're a dachshund or something like that. Imagine you're a little sausage dog, and imagine how your little sausage dog eyes see the world. I kind of love seeing things from their eyes, their perspective. Makes for interesting shots. Cover your eyes, everyone. Seems like there are the lights. Lots of depth, lots of colour. Ah. That's right, carry on. Lots of depth, lots of colour, lots of textures. And like ropes as well. Oh, all nice textures. Let's see if we... I don't know how that'll turn out, see how much I can recover. But I like just looking at things differently. Have a look around. See what people are doing, see where people are, see how they see things. Wow, hardly ever shoot vertical. I am this evening.
You'll get a good idea tomorrow if you do.
I actually felt a guy, I saw a girl.
Sunday busy. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Good to see you again. Soon.
Thank you again.
I don't really want to intrude too much on people's evening. That's another thing I think for a whole other video topic, been widely covered.
This is the one I want to walk through.
that weekend. Lovely to meet you.
Sometimes there isn't always a subject. That's the other thing as well. You can go out and you just have an evening, and I think if you not have low expectations, but if you just have realistic expectations, don't put yourself under pressure of thinking, I have to get a shot, I have to, every shot has to be perfect, every shot has to be in focus, every shot has to be, well, yeah, you should get them in focus, but don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure of every shot has to be perfect. But definitely get out more, definitely go out and shoot, definitely go out and practice, because every night's different, and that's the other thing, depending on how your head's screwed on that evening or that day or that morning or whatever. It just depends on the kind of shots that you're going to capture, that you're going to be looking for. Sometimes you can think, yep, I'm all ready for it. You get out there, turn the camera on, and then you think, God, it's been an hour and I've not taken a single good shot, or I've not taken a single shot. But sometimes that's it, and it can be really frustrating. It can be really disheartening. Yeah, not just frustrating, but disheartening. You think, why have I bought a camera? I think everybody gets that with whatever line of work that they're in. Everyone has that. Everyone has that sort of doubt or that question where they think to themselves, oh, do you know what, why am I doing this? And at times in the last, well, there's been several occasions where I've said to myself, am I doing the right thing, or do I really know what I'm doing? I think, yeah. I look at a couple of shots that I've done, and I think, actually, yeah, I'm confident with that. I like those. There's no subject in this one. Sorry. No, sorry. No, but then it just depends. It just depends on what you're looking for. It doesn't really matter. You can have good days, you can have bad days, but don't feel every day has to be the perfect day, because it really isn't. You can come away with 0 shots, you can come away with some really good shots. It just depends. And I think the other thing is putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. I don't know how the wind's going to sound on that, but hopefully it's alright. But putting yourself under unnecessary pressure, you've got to enjoy going out with a camera, otherwise you'll end up hating it. You'll end up hating yourself, and you think, oh God, I'm rubbish. Well, no, you're not. Everyone just has good days and bad days, and it's really important to remember. Depends on what you're shooting for as well. If you're going out thinking, oh, I just want to take a camera, or I think, to be honest, rarely people go out and say, oh, I just want to shoot for fun. People are more, I have to go out and shoot because there's an expectation of me to go out and shoot, because I own a camera, and there's an expectation to have every shot perfect and every shot something that will look good on social media. Oh, who cares? Just go and shoot. Just pick a subject one evening, pick a lens or pick a subject and say it's only going to be reflections, or it's only going to be cars, or it's only going to be doors, or the colour red, or something like that. Have fun. And then come back, even if you don't post any online, who cares? I mean, who are you posting them for? If they're posting them for, if you're posting them to get likes, well, yeah, that is a bit of unnecessary pressure. I just think it's really important just to enjoy. You've got to enjoy the process, otherwise what's the point? Yeah, if you spent the money on the camera, if you're putting the time in, putting the miles in, whatever, enjoy it. There's no need to fight against it, because it then ceases to become a pleasure. Ceases to become a pleasure. Ceases to be something that you'll want to do. And that's not ideal.
Over the beautiful garden.
And it just depends on what your subject is. Sometimes that subject is plenty of, sometimes there isn't. Like, it's, what are we today? Thursday, yeah, I think it's Thursday. And there hasn't really been much around, but then I'm not really looking for any particular subject, I'm looking for reflections. And that's another thing. I deliberately didn't bring a tripod, so otherwise I'd be able to just whack the camera on the tripod, get some reflections, but I didn't want to carry it. Normally I never have an issue carrying a tripod, I quite enjoy it, but tonight I just wanted a bit more handheld. And it just depends. Not really a fan of insanely busy tourist areas, especially on a night like this. You can actually be alone, out with your thoughts, and just actually really focus on what you enjoy and find new things. And I've actually got one picture which I really, really like, which I did not expect to come away with. Far from it.
It ain't gonna shoot ball.
And then it just randomly.
Run cover in, run cover.
And that's the other thing. I've even this evening, shooting this video, I've shot more verticals, and I hardly ever shoot vertical. I just much prefer a wider aspect. Really love wider aspects, but I found myself shooting a few verticals, which is, I don't know why I don't really go for it, but then again I discovered something, or carried on with something new this time, which is good. So, and I didn't expect it. So always be open, I think, is the key. What can we see in here? I did go for reflections. Nothing really in there apart from Christmas tree lights. I don't really want Christmas tree lights. And so that's something else which I've enjoyed. I think we need a razor blade on the floor. So I've come away with that as a bonus, which is unexpected, and I like that. I wonder what I'm gonna hit up next video. I wonder, I might do long exposures. I don't know how many comments will be on this video, but 2-second timer. I don't know, go for f6. What should we have? On some fairly flat water, let's go for 4 seconds. Manual focus. Battery's not big enough. Let's try. No, I don't know. It's not going to happen. Focus peaking on. See if we can get that. And it's not going to get all of the tower because no, I don't think I will, because it's not wide enough. And I was just going to say, one shot to finish on, find one shot to finish on, but I don't really want to put myself under that pressure. But there is that need to make it feel like you've had, or that the evening hasn't been a waste. But typically, Jeff, we didn't put it back on single shot. We're at 4 seconds. And we're at f7.1. And we've got focus peaking on, but just some textures. Thanks. But I kind of like that. But yeah, that's another thing. Thinking you've got to finish your day's night session with an acceptable pick. Well, do you though? You've been out. You've put the steps in. I don't think it's that big a deal. Yeah, you want to come away feeling like you've not wasted your night completely, of course, but there's nothing wrong with just actually having the night out and really enjoying yourself. And I think I've found a really interesting spot. I could shoot here some long exposures. That's what I think I'll do. I think this is a great location for what I want to do. Twice I got the same kind of shot. Wasn't expecting that. Not sure that I'll use it. But it sticks with the theme, reflections. So I can live with that. And almost sometimes, you know, if you're stuck for inspiration, think, well, I'm not really going to look for shooting the typical, look at where you are. I'm not really going to look for shooting the Liver building or the Cunard or look for something different, look for something beyond that. Again, the theme was reflections, but haven't even taken that many. But there's been a theme, and it means you're just able to look out for different things, training your eye for what else is out there, because there's plenty of it. And I think if you just take the time, and really look around, you will find things, and then that just enhances your creative eye. That just enhances how you feel about your surroundings, and the amount of times I can go to a place and think, oh, there's actually nothing really to shoot here. But then if you just say, well, okay, there's no big buildings or there's no big events or something like that, it kind of forces you to look. Just pick a theme. There's no right or wrong. If you enjoy it, well, you've enjoyed it. And I think that's really important to remember. Just taking the time, pick an evening. I don't even know what the time is now. I have no idea what the time is. The time is 10:30. I didn't even realise it was 10:30, and that has actually been really quite liberating, not knowing what the time was. So yeah, just have a look around you, have a look for different things, have a look for, you know, just don't even take a shot for the first half hour, 20 minutes, or when you're out. Obviously if you see something, yeah, shoot it if you like it, but Don't put yourself under the pressure. That's a takeaway for anyone else that's looking, you know, feeling under pressure to take shots or feeling under pressure to get a good shot. Well, just walk around with your camera and just get a feel for where you are. That's one of the most important things. 9 times out of 10, your first shots are always rubbish. That's all right. That's normal. You got to warm up. You got to warm up your creative eye. And before you know it, then you actually find out some things about yourself, and you find out some things about where you are, put it all together, then you'll get some shots. So I think that's me done for this evening. The next video is going to be, I'm thinking, long exposures. If anyone else wants to make any suggestions based on this video, by all means drop a comment. Anyone else got any ideas or similar experiences, by all means drop another comment. Any locations in Liverpool you want to have a look at, drop a comment. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Good night.